this theory. If all 5 of us go for the same team, see if it can backfire one more time.
Going LGD?
Yeah, we're all going LGD. Let's see what happens.
Sure.
The next label play. The next label play.
The next label play.
Thank you very much. Nomad, game number 2 between Elephant and LGD. Just before we get started, Nomad said, hokey cokey. I just want you guys to know at home, it's hokey pokey. I had this conversation with Mofar a long time ago.
That seems like it's a British thing.
Yeah. It's hokey pokey, guys. That being said, we get into game number 2. We all went for LGD, I guess. So yeah, Elephant naturally will have a good game. We'll be going to game 3.
We'll have to see about that one. Late game from LGD looks very scary. Just a combination of their heroes makes it very hard to kill. What they want to do is have enough sustain, survive through any kind of initial burst, reset, and come back in again. You have one of the best abilities in the game to reset with. Medusa ulti, you have Earthshaker Fisher, Blinding Light. Just a good combination of the heroes. Like Chakra Magic, you get so much out of that spell. With the Bristleback, with the Shaker, of course, Medusa on top of that, just feels like a solid keeper of the light game.
Yeah, it looks like it could be a solid game there for LGD. One of the things that I'm always a fan of is when we see a player play the hero, say, Shaker, and then the other side picks it up as well, to compare the build, compare the performances pretty directly. And this time, Q is going to be on this Earthshaker. He goes Boots of Speed, Clarity, and a Ward to start. Tango's set next, but I'm very interested to see if he's going into just straight Blink, or we'll see him go Arcanes like we saw F1 previously.
I think he goes like Magic Stick into a Blink Dagger, into Shard, Mana Boots, because the previous game, if you invest into Mana Boots, the game's not going well, which means your Blink Dagger is delayed, which also means that your Shard is delayed if you invest into Mana Boots on top of that.
We'll have to see how that goes, how the Bristleback team goes in that lane too. Faith on this off lane. Bristleback, we've seen Bristle in the safe lane a couple times. F-block is to take one more shot. First blood there for Innocence.
Surely that was
Slane getting first blood, and Innocence for the second game in a row who claims it.
You should not die as a Mirana to Medusa Coddle level 1.
And coming in on Jinkyu. I'm sure that's the position he wants to be in. GQ thinking about throwing a fissure out there. Faithion down under half health. And doing a good job of just aggressing on this LGD side at the moment.
Jinkyu doing a very good job just taking the lane, first blocking it 2 times with a fissure. Now look at him trying to pull the wave back to the Earthshaker, to the Bristleback, so he can farm underneath the tower.
Saw once again coming through, but not doing enough to really disrupt the Bristle.
Has been killed.
For a moment, that maybe the damage might be too much. Yeah, Euros is just farming the moment.
You know what I want to see this game? I want to see Shard from Bristleback. That Shard is so good, especially with Keeper of Light.
Yeah.
Using the cooldown of it. I believe it's a 12-second cooldown.
It really, 1400 gold feels like a very top skill. Like, Earthshaker and Bristleback are certainly up there on Shard rank.
It's so good. Like, it gives you AoE ability that gives goo and 2 quills on top of like your quills. You already sprayed, so you have like 3-4 quill spray stacks and 2 on top of that. Heroes just blow up from that.
Yeah. It's a question, I guess, of when you get that. Right? Like, where in your item position does it find itself?
There isn't too much magical damage from Elephant this time around. Eternal Shroud just feels like a must-have item on Bristle because it gives you that spell lifesteal, which is always going to be great. So still good, feels, say, good against the Void Spirit. Mirana is pretty magical. Clockwork, everything is magical. So yeah,
Dire's
still
top
feels
tower is
Eternal
under
Shroud
attack.
is just a must-have item on the hero.
Perfect. While Faith Beyond having the same problem over in the bottom lane. A 1k lead right now for Elephant. Panel spoke about how the lanes need to go well for Elephant in this game. So far, so good.
Okay, goal lead 3 minutes in. Not too bad. Let's see how they're gonna turn that into something else.
Radiant structures are fortified.
41 coming over towards the mid lane, looking through. First Shaker making the rotation in as well as Keeper of the Light, so you have two supports here with nothing to say. SoMnus is careful. He's all by
guys,
himself.
I need some help. There's 3 heroes in mid lane. I'm not getting any runes. Let's see where it spawns. Bottom lane, double damage for nothing to say. But someone will refill his bottle. FY, DPS from the base to the lane. Refill the bottle in the same way as security.
Arrow in with the Ember rating. Nothing to say. Slight and driving. Flame guard, though, going the wrong direction. Nothing to say. Finally falls.
Good kill. Big kill, actually, on the mid lane. You know, if the
Yang.
if your spirit gets level 6 before the enemy spirit, it's potentially you might get another kill. But a good read from Ember Spirit, popping that double damage, trying to regenerate with the bottle. Now he can TP back to the lane with double damage, and possibly just fight with the Void Spirit if he decides to just play aggressive, because he will have that level advantage soon.
Inferno.
Both these heroes just back and forth right now. 31.
The prize is mine.
Control on the CS is over here by the triangle. They're going after Red Panda. Battery Assault has some distance, nothing to say. He's coming over, gives up on the kill. Red Panda might give up his life for just the bounty, but still quick enough where nobody can catch him. Wow. Still a 1k lead for Elephant. This is leaving the lane right now open for yours to continue to farm. But at the same time, Medusa 32 and 9. Neon. Sure, that hits on the Eurus. It's always tough chasing a Bristleback. Those cools start to stack up, and all of a sudden...
It really is.
Radiant's
Faithion is just
bottom tower
pinging
is under
the
attack.
stacks.
Yeah.
Jinkyu, do your job, stack the Ancients, try to stack some more camps for me. Will recover in the jungle. It's air for me or Medusa. But yeah, making stacks when you have Bristleback and Medusa, you're just gonna get so much out of it. You get the gold.
Radiant's middle
You
tower is under
managed
attack.
to stack a camp, not an ancient one.
Panda coming over again, chasing Jinkyu. Oh, it goes on to the Ancients. TP over from the Bristleback. Red Panda gives up on that attempt. So, Faithion, I feel like his game is going
Expectations
well
altered.
at all. He's only level 30.
Can easily recover, but they need to unblock this ancient stack. Red Panda went in, placed the sentry ward to block it. Eurus on the bot lane having a really good time. On top of CS 43-21.
Top of the net. Juice now. So it's close at the top. The one that's actually pretty far behind is the Ember. 400 gold. Nothing to say. Not exactly having a remnant.
The rune of
Follow that up.
regeneration.
Red Panda is arming a small stack on the enemy side with the clockwork.
Boy spotted. Leap, trying to run. Slowed up another remnant. Ate the remnant. Now locks up
Dodges
the
it.
Ember, but
Nicely done. And also keep her on the line. Like PSG.LGD's game is don't lose the lane too hard. Recover in the jungle. We're gonna make some stacks. There's all.
let's say under the tower. Remnant. Rack it up. Next. You have the damage to get the kill, but here comes the Medusa. And it lays down the cogs and we get charged up. Red Panda avoids it. Innocent is taking a lot of damage on him. This is a rotation from the Medusa. SoMnus now surrounded by three. Charge, that'll miss again. Dissimulate onto the low ground.
They have
And
no
he's
stuns.
gone.
Baker is not there. They have no stuns. So yeah, just try to make some stacks. Bristleback and Medusa can farm it and come back into the game. Bristleback now is level 5 because he's farming those stacks very efficiently on the top lane. Medusa still not getting pressure too much. She's actually at the mid lane. Never mind. Like I saw this green thing under Ember Spirit and thought it was a Medusa thing even. Man, mid lane Medusa dropping very low.
I mean, you need to be careful, but Sonic slowed up, Illuminating thrown forward. For now. Try to help bend on here. So everybody farming really near the triangle except for the Ember who's top. Panda again coming onto the high ground. There are a lot of heroes here. Cogs locked in with fate beyond the pizza close. And it ends up dead, but he has to control the Aether Remnant. Starstorm down, Innocent gone. It ends up being a trade.
Yeah, a lot of pressure from Elephant to actually invade the triangle, get something out of that. Their heroes are not very good at taking the stacks away from them with the heroes they have. But, you know, they can try to get them kills, maybe take a couple of last hits, pressure the heroes. Bristleback is now level 6. A lot of stacks. Let's see what F1 can do here. Possibly he could get a kill on Bristleback.
Not too careful, but see how they can go after this. Well, Astral Tap, Aether Remnant, Bristleback in trouble, Fabian gone. He's well past his expiration.
Dire's top tower.
Good read
is
from
under
Elephant.
attack.
They understand the way they can come back into this game is just by farming game stack. So we need to invade the triangle.
Dire's courier
Rana will
has
get a
been killed.
courier on top of that, so that's some
Radiant's
extra free
middle
gold for
tower
them.
is under attack.
LGD, they need to play slow farming game without losing too much.
You also went our
Hit it. I think the reason why is he wants to be a bit
Dire's
more
top
active.
tower is
There's
under
going to be
attack.
some kind of pressure under the triangle, and Bristleback will farm it. So I'm also getting the lane.
Radiant
We'll get
structures
a bit
are
more
fortified.
from that. I think in this situation is okay-ish.
where them go on your team. The opportunity to
Did you think it was
For
yours?
the like mana to everyone. Most of the time here you just want to give it to Bristle to increase his power.
These two batteries salt. Now looking like Shadow and Medusa taking over. Taking a lot of damage. Aether Remnant. Now the Tarot hits on the Medusa. Red Panda he might die here, but he's certainly disrupting LGD quite a bit. Red Panda. Absolutely rolling thunder. Stone is turning to stone under the tower. Yeah, taking a lot of damage, but now the arrow misses. Rolling Thunder lands. Swashbuckle out.
Get this kill.
Forward.
Pretty big. They connect.
They got him.
They play Ame using ulti straight away, locking in Pango. So it deals a ton of damage actually to him, and after that they clean up. GQ needs to find some farm on the map. At this point, I would say that losing a tier 1 tower on the top lane for them would be more beneficial, because the lane pushes in and you can farm safer to your tier 2 tower. Might sound stupid, but
Radiant's
it could
courier
work.
has been
Also, he's
killed.
adjusting his item build, not getting a blink dagger, going for a force staff. To work out, you know, you're playing with the clockwork, and we can see why.
And right on top of it, but 0-0 Panda plugging paper to land round the like being said, beat around bottom. He gets chased, he gets killed, and the tier 1 tower
Dire's
bottom
bottom
likely
tower
fall
is
with
under
it.
attack.
We talk too much about Eurus. Top net worth 700 gold ahead of
Dire's bottom
Medusa.
tower
Has
has
Battle
fallen.
Fury and threat done, 12 minutes in. Okay, so he's going for Aghanim Scepter. Like, this is how you buy an axe on a troll. You get 1 damage item, you don't
Dire's
rush it,
top
and then
tower
get
is under
Shroud
attack.
against the Bristleback, against Chains. Keeper of the Light, so
Radiant's
blind,
middle
blinding
tower is
light.
under attack.
You get so much value from that item here, but don't rush it.
Build worked out for at least the work with math. right now. And this is 2 games where they're working with an early advantage.
They're like, what do we guys do? We're kind of used to losing our lanes. How do we play a game from here?
Still figure it out. BKB being built by Nothing to Say. It's always exciting watching Nothing to Say, especially on this Ember. It's one of his best heroes, and for a long time, and I know it's pretty much every time Nothing to Say plays, but you have the position in the rank.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Going back and forth with that M. One time they would bounce back and forth. I'm always impressed by his play, and it's more fun.
Dire's
For
top
sure.
tower is
You're
under attack.
a player that knows the limits of the hero. He goes in, gets the chain rune.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Back by the cogs for a second steering chain. Illuminate cast eye red pen.
The choice
I would love to
is made.
see maybe a 1 damage item possibly on him, like a Maelstrom into BKB, so you can scale. Rushing a BKB straight away could hurt you. Thinking about long-term setup from SoMnus.
You will zip the ring and rip it on the hook side. Will continue to keep him locked up, but just for a second, thought he was getting away around the Euro.
Blinks into Euros, who pops the ulti. Hey, interesting.
That was a lot of consistent lockdown too from Elf.
Yeah,
that was
nice
impressive.
done. Clockwork with the cogs, bounces off the wall from Pangolier. Nicely done.
My path
I was
leads
shocked they weren't able to
riches.
just get that kill before he was able to.
They will lack damage. Will for sure. But this BKB on Ember, Medusa
Radiant's
still needs
bottom
time
tower
to
is under
fuck things up.
attack.
She's also not getting the Manta style.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
The question is why? Like, you're playing into Pangolier,
Radiant's
you want to
bottom
get rid of
tower
that
is under
disarm.
attack.
You won't be able to unless you buy a BKB up after, miss chance from the troll. It just feels like a really, really good Manta style.
It's eventually Void Spirit with the Ags. Be coming back once again, 8th round, SoMnus. Bottom is the Illusion Rune, which will be bottled up by SoMnus.
Suddenly, 7k gold lead. Score is
Radiant
7-7.
are scanning.
Today is 7th February, right? February 7th it is.
The 777.
Yeah.
Good luck for everybody. From the Earthshake.
Yeah, talked about it. Like, he struggles against the pocket people out of the combination that they have. Dual Scepter into Arrow.
Now the
Medusa's off mana.
Yes, no, I don't know if Sanji out who's picked up, but I don't know if that's going to be enough to save Arrow. Not land, but hook shot singing. Fred Tandem consistent hook shot cogs around Super Stargate's attempting, but Ame's gone.
Oh no, Jin Q, he used Force Staff on Clockwork instead of Medusa, so they were both stuck in the cogs.
Battle Trance comes in, and now ripping through Faith Beyond. That fissure doesn't do anything for LGD to keep alive either than Medusa or Bristleback.
Good execution from Elephant there. Just throwing
Dire's
in
middle tower is
5-man
under attack.
strong, good setting things up.
Dire's structures
Dual
are
Scepter
fortified.
into Remnant, Dual Scepter into Arrow. Now Mirana with the mech.
Dire's middle
The
tower
Elephant
has
we've been
fallen.
expecting to see.
For sure. Like, looking at the names, you know, we had high expectations of this team coming into this DPC league, but they haven't shown, you know, some good Dota until now. This is like, this game pretty consistent. The choking them out to good invasion of the triangle. Fate Beyond, Devor, Arrow. That's it.
Yeah. Panda has hook shot. Joined just yet. We'll say, best that they've played, maybe it just takes all 5 of us going and predicting LGD for it to now.
Yeah, I just wanted to test it out. Seems like it's gonna work out perfectly, considering how this game is going. Medusa, Mask of Madness, SNY done, going into Butterfly.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Whoa! It's a really bad spot for Medusa to be in for a split second.
Keep on the light one. Help me out, bro. I'm dying. Do something. Considering how this game is going, I'm the one who's involved in 6 out of 7 kills with Medusa, but he's been pretty active. Problem is, they can't make any aggressive moves until they get some real items. This BKB on Ember is not gonna help out. Well, they can heal him pretty much the off laner or position 5 block.
But while that's happening, SoMnus with a double damage. So get themselves the Aegis. K-lead for Elephant, still now leading.
Shadows
take us. This troll is ahead of Ame. Eurus just farming up a storm. Shot.
Dire's top
That
tower
guy used
is
that
under
over
attack.
onto Innocence. Onto Coddle.
He gets the D ward before he dies, so all good. Earthshaker
Radiant's middle
still needs a
tower
lot of
is under
gold
attack.
to farm Death Shard and the Blink Dagger. Like now, Arcane Boots is a kind of waste if you wanted to go for a 4-staff that also gives you mana.
Dire's
So
top
could've
tower
picked
is under attack.
Boots.
Radiant are scanning.
Bottom floor. He's gonna get the kill. Running towards the blue here. Rolling thunder. The gun goes in the air. The big actually keeps hanging from continuing forward. Arrow. Well, as the swashbuckle. Whoa, just surviving, but now Yang, he turns to stone and is caught in between a rock and a bad place. And they'll get the kill onto his head. Their hook shot through on a Jin Q. He'll throw out that figure. That lands on 2. Crazy on TP down, Jin Q left for dead. So only lose just 1 when it could have been a lot worse than that.
Void infusion.
Yeah, back into the fight.
PSG.LGD, they have a good way of defending the high ground with the Coddle Blast, with the Snake Fisher, but this is not the position you want to be. Still well capable of lead. It's a possibility they make a comeback. They overextend with the Elephant, a couple of leaps, you know, a rolling thunder into them, block or hook shot. They need to be careful. Like Medusa still deals a ton of damage even with just 2 items. So very careful.
A little something extra for the enemy.
A bit of a struggle of a game for him, down 5k to the troll is. Scotty's next. Is Scotty a different figure if you're down by this month?
He had Butterfly queued up. Safer choice is to go Scotty, tank up, have a bit more kiting potential, then turn that into damage, possibly a Butterfly, maybe even an MKB. The Eurus is just getting out of control. He's 5,000 gold ahead of a Medusa right now.
Take a look at the comparison. 5-0 and 2 there for Eurus, 1-1 and 6 for Ame. 7 of those 9 kills, but 222 last.
Radiant's
compared to
bottom
251.
tower
The
is under
GPM
attack.
for the troll is 200 ahead of Ame. 7 of 3 to compare.
Hard for Medusa. And a
Shot.
powerful shot it.
And arrow, nope, that's not gonna land. BKB was used by Nothing to Say. Gonna farm this creep wave and then I would assume just get out.
Everyone was trying to find an angle where he's at. Arrow is available.
Radiant's
Let's see
bottom
if he shoots
tower
a
is under attack.
blind one. See maybe if he hits anything. Ember Spirit doesn't deal damage with the build. You can see like sleight of
Precious
fist,
bounty.
not actually doing that much. Just having an effective ability for himself.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
There's the Searing Chains on the screen. SoMnus gets killing the Innocence. The Red Panda coming over with Battery Assault. Sight was used, running away. We're hoping to maybe find him afterwards. Pretty close, but still get the Ember, and he's continuing to keep heroes busy.
The only one who's farming pretty much is Medusa. Ember is getting some farm, and they can only farm when there's a creep wave at the tier 3 tower on the top lane. So not too much they're getting out of the map. Void Spirit now has the Aghanim Scepter, AoE Silence, 2 charges. It's just gonna be tough to fight into this. Roshan Aegis will be ready in 30 seconds. Didn't, you know, achieve too much in terms of objectives, but they are building up to that advantage that with the second road possibly they're gonna go for the high ground. Still respecting Medusa, Keeper of the Light.
Dire are scanning.
Duo, but now coming over is Troll looking for Ame. Gonna have it in the Medusa. Meanwhile, nothing to say. Taken out by Yang. Finally, when you play with fire so much, you'll eventually get burned.
He is the fire, yep. Bristleback going into Sanj. She will probably transition into Heaven's Halberd. A lot of value here against the wall. Great synergy with your Eternal Shroud on top of that. Works really well. I would love to see Fireball also, but 1400 gold investment compared to what you get with Heaven's Halberd.
That comes through, Swashbuckle in, and they've got the disarm onto the Medusa. The start of the up kind of Earthshaker. We'll see if it makes a difference. Thunder comes through, Stone Gauge used, and now Elephant on the run. LGD are chasing them. This is a little bit of a difficult chase for them. Now, see if they should try to hold their ground at the Tier 2 tower.
This position 5 block is so far. Arrow! Bristleback!
Beyond! And then Arthur.
Medusa's a mana.
Medusa's got no mana.
Battle Trance. She feels like a normal hero. SoMnus hits in, catches from the light. See if they can catch more women next. It's not there at all.
How Panda gonna get out of this? Whoa, Red Panda, he'll end up dead. He's the only one gone. Now, Yankee's getting low, fight again, but just not enough.
That was an Echo Slam from Earthshaker. Like, you don't need to use Echo Slam on heroes anymore. You can just stun lock them with the Aftershock, Fissure, new shard. Just looks amazing. Sadly, Medusa was not blocked there, but if she was, like, that fight could have easily been LGD's.
Potentially.
Dire's middle tower is under
Of
attack.
course, that's a big... So wasn't. Elephant, they have a lead over LGD.
LGD is like 2 good fights away from coming back into this game.
Getting the kill on Innocence. Now they look over at Beyond. Omni trying to do something. There's the total once again, but eventually Beyond will drop the shoot back. Like he got Bristol on back now. Here comes the totem there. Yang ends up dead. Is all from such a distance from Jitsu. He doesn't even need to use the stairs. So just walk over the fissure onto the low ground. BKB's been popped by Urine. Yeah. Now Lowe's insane. There's the illusion room popped by SoMnus.
They have no BKB piercing abilities. Buyback from Innocence there. Gold lead continues to grow.
21,000 and growing. Paladin sword. Medusa.
5 left. Both teams. Medusa needs like 1 to finish off her Scotty, of course, and needs to get 1 damage item. Then the fights could potentially be different. Still putting some faith in Medusa, you know, seeing these 22k gold lead for Elephant is rough, but it's still a possibility that they make a comeback. Play for Elephant is try to choke them out, not get them farm, go for a second Roche, try a high ground. If it's possible, if it's not, keep getting the farm needed on all the heroes.
Now, Medusa went from Paladin Sword to Titan Sliver to Elven Tunic. Which of the 3 do you like best?
I guess she just wants to be more maneuverable and have evasion against it all. Just rip the bar in the beginning fight so that evasion could make a difference.
Dire's middle tower
See this
has
aggressive
been
smoke
denied.
from PSG?
FY.
Hey, no. He just ran into Remnant.
Oh, nothing to say. Coming. Almost too late.
Seems like they want to contest this Roshan. There's set a bit like clockwork. Roshan will respond in
Radiant's
45
bottom
seconds.
tower is under attack.
No blink on Earthshaker yet, even though at this point it doesn't feel like he needs him because he has the shard, Bristleback. Man, he's not getting any farm. He's as farmed as position 5 clockwork on the enemy team.
Dire are scanning.
Been plenty of times to doubt Red Panda before, but proving that. Finish control. First. 23,000 now. We need like one more fight from Elephant, and this could be it.
Not necessarily. High ground is so hard to breach against Medusa. Keep the light. Shaker, you're not gonna know you're gonna get the pretty much stunned, blinding light, the fissure blocks. It's very hard to fight into. Bang on here with nothing. Item pickup. Blank Dagger, Heaven's Halberd. I like Heaven's Halberd on top of the swashbuckle. You know, it's just better thing than Heaven's Halberd is not dispellable on top of that. So
Precious bounty.
very hard.
Regenerate.
You just want to be able to control Medusa, reduce any kind of damage.
So use hook shot in. Nothing to say. Down and off. Transmitted for that too. Really good connection coming through, and now the rolling thunders. Engage Ginger, not going to be enough. Astral extend. Yep, a big yeah. Walks on the circle. No one's dead right.
Playing Bristleback also into Void Spirit. Kind of weird for Bristleback. Remnant third you away to get the full damage.
Radiant
Now
structures
on the high ground.
fortified. Dire's
Tier 2
structures
tower
are
bottom,
fortified.
flip up. Someone's now thinking between both the mid and bottom lane. I'm able to stop if you need to jump. It's very difficult to feel like they have the power to hold them back. But the Lugo going with Ember.
Dire's bottom tower has
His
fallen.
arm. Enough high ground defense shown there by D. Open back.
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
With the shard, very, very good. If you're an Earthshaker, if not, you're probably why is this in the game again? What Medusa can do if they decide to go for the high ground is just to buy Crystallis at this point, because it feels, you know, she's lacking damage. But if you can survive through the next ages, get that butterfly, it's gonna be good. If you feel like you don't have anything, you just buy that in base, have a little bit of an extra damage that it could go back
Radiant
potentially.
are scanning.
Bristleback's still not a new
Dire's
item
bottom
for like
barracks are under
15
attack.
minutes.
Echo Sun committing for one, Remnant over, and they'll get the kill to FY.
It's still worth it. Like, Earthshaker is not relying on dealing damage with Echo Slam. It's kind of sounds stupid, but it is what it is, where he just wants to stun lock people on the fish with the shard.
Shot onto the pushing back into the Abyss away. They'll also use the battle trance for the fissure. It's going to be enough to walk away. Forced back into the cogs. Staff back into the cogs. BKB as well as the stone gaze. They've turned yours to stone. In the chase, Yang swashbuckle hits on an innocent to the safe side of fissure. You go try to lock him down. Jinx lands the fissure. Roll up for Yang. And gets out.
Yang with some flashy plays. That forced almost cost Medusa life. Jinx for the mid. Totem
coming out. Down. Shoots arm on the Bristleback. Into Remnant. That hits on enough to save. Silence up on the run. It's awaiting Ember. Gets the kill to repeat. The audience out of mana. They have a courier coming through towards this Medusa. Swashbuckle in and out of the once again. They're keeping
getting a kill. Shot through. Takes out Innocent.
Dire's middle
My
tower
back thrown
is
up
under
into the
attack.
blink forward gets you. Now that's going to get to the Void Spirit. Rolled up is Yang. Will not
Dire's
fuck
middle
away.
tower
And also
has
get to the low
fallen.
ground with that shield crash. Yours is just standing in the face of this Medusa. Thinking about maybe making the jump. He has to in his standby. Standing low on a couple of these heroes. They've got the fissure as well as the turn once again from the Eurus. That blocking away from the Medusa. Gets hit by the Aether Remnant. Now the Abyss Blade comes out from the Medusa. Ane on the run. Rooted up. But it's just your king. Goes up the other way. The Bane is running. Another time. Out of time. Out of life. Down goes LGD with the host of this Medusa trying to hold the game. Oh, and LGD